Ladies and gentlemen, you are still tuned in to Homegrown, and my name is still Awonke Dulaze. And right now, I'm joined by an artist from East River. He goes by the name Shaan Rivers. If you guys have any questions for him, all you have to do is hit us up on our social media platforms. Let me know what you guys want to know about him. He's not only gorgeous, what he does with the pen is inspirational as well. Welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm good, I'm feeling all kinds of emotions right now, excitement, anxiety, a lot of things, But I know you can take care of me, man. You've proven that already today.
Because that's what I do. I want to tell you something. My favorite artist of all time is Zola, and he took his name from his township where he grew up.
Yeah.
So at some point, I feel like I'm going to rebrand to Kainicha. Let's talk about your name. Where does it come from?
Shaan actually, let's take the first part of it. Shaan is something that my homies just always used to call me, Shaan. I think I know, but the Rivers aspect, comes from the fact that I'm from East River. And I always felt like, I need to give something back. Even if it's little, you know what I mean? And there's a part of my area, my hometown that I want to take with me. I always want to carry with me, you know what I mean? So that's where Shaan Rivers ultimately came from.
That also shines in the music, because figures, you also big out the hood that you come from. You guys stick around because it's going to be performing that song when we end the show. Let's talk about the music. What inspired the song that you opened up the show with, Just Vibes Freestyle?
Just Vibes Freestyle, to me, obviously, when Bronwyn is the lady that's the plug, you know what I mean? Bronwyn was like, yo, pull through, I have a segment for you over here. And I thought to myself, since, the audience probably, most of the audience won't know who I am, I want to give you a little something of, what my vibe is, what I'm all about, and that's ultimately what came to, Just Vibes Freestyle. That's ultimately what came to it,
Let's talk about the inspiration, because like I mentioned before we started recording, how some people maybe want to allude you to Shane Eagle, and then your sound is completely different from that. Let's talk about the sound and what inspires you.
What inspires me, I think I can't look any further than myself, my experiences in life. Coming from the generation that we're in right now, I know people around about my age can agree that our parents, they don't really pay attention to your mental health, emotional health. So music for me was an outlet, man. It started as something that I can express how I actually feel. And I figured that from a very young age, I figured that, when I say how I feel, people don't really pay attention. But as soon as I put, pen to paper and I put it on a beat, people's like, yo, dope. And ultimately, that basically brought a lot of freedom to me, and that kept me inspired.
Since we're talking about the music, Figures, the song that you're going to be performing a little later on the show, you talk about how music is a gift and a curse, and then there's something about tertiary that you felt is not who you are. Talk about the experience, and then people that your family is supporting the dream itself.
That was very difficult, from the get-go, because as most of us know, our parents, are all about, finish high school, get some tertiary education, and go work for somebody. And that's something that I never really wanted. I never really wanted anyone to dictate my future, what I do. Not that I have anything against anybody. I studied doctors and what. But my soul just said, music is your thing, bro. Just chase the dream, I know youngsters say dreams don't pay bills, but it pays for my happiness, pays for my happiness, so
Yes, speaking of youngster, what does he mean to the culture in general, the hip-hop culture in Cape Town?
Specifically for Cape Town, especially with the newest album that he dropped, the fact that he could take producers from his hometown, Shane J, and also a couple of features that he has on the album, which is mostly artists, or all of them are artists from Cape Town, local manner. So I appreciate that for him, He put us on the map, And I feel like I'm here, just to take it a bit further, man.
Exactly. When you're taking it further, you have singles after singles that are available online. When is an EP, maybe an album coming?
That's definitely in the pipeline, you know what I mean? I don't want to make any promises, but we'll look into, say, next year, Hopefully the pandemic is eased a bit. By then, and we can get more exposure, because I feel like my next drop is definitely going to be big.
It's going to be a hit,
It's going to be big. So, stay tuned, though. Stay tuned.
For people that want to stay tuned, where can they find you on social media?
You can find me basically everywhere under @Shaan Rivers. That's SHAAN Rivers. I assume all of us know how to spell Rivers. So, that's where you can find me. That's Instagram, that's Twitter, that's Facebook. that's everywhere, you know what I mean? I'm not going to give him my WhatsApp number. But, yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet. Yeah, not yet.
Now, thank you so much for making time for us, ladies and gentlemen. Please stick around because he's going to be closing off the show with an amazing performance. The title of the song is Figures. But right now, though, it is a song that you guys have been requesting on social media. Take a look.